How about cyber warfare?
We are constantly probed in the cyber world.
Source of the attacks cannot yet be confirmed.
North Korea is suspected of being behind it.
U.S. and South Korean government websites come under attack. Cyber warfare or no big deal? Next on Global Pulse. A comparison of how broadcasters worldwide are covering cyber attacks. While America celebrated its birthday, several government websites were under a silent attack. I'm Erin Coker. The U.S. wasn't alone. South Korea was also attacked. And as South Korea's KBS News reports, their #1 suspect was their old nemesis to the north.
North Korea has been preparing cyber warfare since the 1990s. This is one of the reasons North Korea is blamed for today's cyber attack.
North Korea has been using the internet for military purposes. The U.S. Defense Department has tracked back the records of which countries have visited various official U.S. websites. The results show that North Korea has visited those websites the most. Recently, North Korea condemned a U.S.-South Korea joint cyber exercise.
America's puppet state is involved in a joint cyber exercise led by the U.S. We have no patience for their provocative behavior, which attempts to invade North Korea.
The North Korean Special Military Force for Cyber Warfare is known to consist of hundreds of soldiers. Their duty is to freeze and interrupt websites of foreign military organizations by infecting them with viruses.
However, the BBC was skeptical that North Korea was the culprit and explained how your computer could be involved.
You might be forgiven for wondering how a country which can't even generate enough electricity to light its own cities could possibly breach American government security. But somebody has done just that.
Investigators say the attacks have come from a botnet, a network of computers in homes and offices worldwide, perhaps yours or mine, which have become infected with a piece of malicious software. Someone's using that botnet to send millions of messages to US government sites, in effect jamming them. But who?
This kind of specific attack is not that malicious. It's like you said, throwing bricks through the window or painting graffiti on government buildings. It's not really hurting anyone that much today. But there are other types of attacks that are much more malicious.
And maybe the BBC is right to be skeptical. According to BKI Security in Hanoi, the attacks were launched from 166,000 computers in 74 countries and was controlled by a server in the UK. That server may have been in turn controlled by another computer based in Miami, Florida. Confused? That's a problem with trying to find the source of a cyber attack. Hackers are constantly attacking computers worldwide. So why was so much attention paid to this attack? Could it be media hype? For example, back in April, after an alleged attack by the Chinese, CNN's Lou Dobbs used the opportunity for a little self-promotion.
We've been reporting here on the cyber warfare threat from Communist China for literally years. The security breach exposes our most sensitive government information. North Korea and Communist China could be declaring cyber war on this country. The Pentagon is investigating reports that Communist China hacked into the Defense Department's computer system. Yes, a rising threat to the United States that our federal government is apparently only now acknowledging and acting on.
While Dobbs tried to raise fear, Russia's RT presented a report on cybercrime that sounded more like a PR video for Russian hackers.
That mysterious Russian hacker, is he as scary as they say? The Russian police's cybercrime division has warned many times that Russian hackers are the strongest in the world, and it's extremely hard to catch a hacker red-handed. In the past few years, the U.S. has often fallen victim to Russian hackers. They've broken into the systems of major companies and even the Pentagon. America, as a leader in computer technology, is a juicy target for hackers.
I don't know if Americans are afraid of us, but we're definitely not afraid of them. Half of our country is made up of hackers. Why would we be afraid of the Americans when we're the ones stealing their products and their software?
According to security experts, hackers could be stopped cold if computer users simply updated their antivirus software and stayed away from sketchy websites. So, were you scared by the media? Were these recent cyber attacks a real threat, or was it just media hype? Tell us what you think. For Global Pulse, I'm Erin Coker.
This program is brought to you by Link TV. for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only U.S. network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.